This YouTube channel has 200,000 subscribers with only 34 videos, and I'm going to show you how to do the same. This workflow generates that kind of videos in no time and can generate multiple videos a day. Let's watch one of their videos. It's a really horror, like creepy story type of videos. Also, this same user has also an Instagram page with almost 400,000 followers and with only 35 videos. So as you can see, they are really popular. Also, the same user has a TikTok page with 100,000 followers and the same 35 videos. So he is leveraging their content to all the platforms. And I will show you how to do exactly the same. And the best part is that this all can be set up with just one click. Just go to the home, then just click on create new workflow, then go to our community and click on the download Google Drive link. It will take you to this page, which you can use to download the workflow. And after that, just click on the three dots, click on import from file, select the file, and you will have the workflow ready to start producing videos from day one. This workflow generates the images, generates the videos, gets all the music, and also renders the video to publish it on YouTube. For SEO purposes, it generates a title, a description, and some keywords. And it also publishes it to TikTok and Instagram. So the whole package. This community is a brand new community that I just released, and I think it will be the central hub for AI automation and how to make money online. So I really recommend you to join. I provide priority support, plus you will have access to all the classrooms, all the workflows ready to start generating content for day one. Also, some courses like the Prompting Expert and how to run N8N completely for free, so you can start with a low budget. If you're interested, join the community, and if you're not, just follow the video and you will have this working in no time. Let's get started. The best part about this is that it's completely automated, and it can produce multiple videos a day, and you just have to set it up only once. This is a video demo that was just created with this automation workflow. So let's get started by creating the workflow. Let's start with the schedule. Type schedule and let it run once per day, but you can make it run more times if you want. After that, we have to create a counter. This means how many images we want to generate for the video. For example, if we generate 6 images, it will be a 30-second video, because each video which will be generated from an image is going to last for 5 seconds. So let's create a code node and let's name it counter, which is what it's going to do. And for that, we are going to put some JavaScript. If you want to know which JavaScript to put, just go to the classroom, select Surreal Monster Urban Videos, then click on the counter, and this is the code that we are going to put here. Just paste it, test the step, and that's it. It's a JSON with 6 items. The content doesn't matter because we just want to create 6 items. The next step is the prompt generator, which is going to generate the images for the videos. So call it prompt. No. We're going to select search for a basic LLM chain, like this one, and we are going to rename it to prompt generator. For the prompt, we have to define it below. And the prompt is this one. Just copy it and paste it here. Basically, we're telling the AI that we want to generate image prompts for an image generator, and I give it the style that I want the prompt to be. So that's it. I just need to put that. And also don't forget that we have to select a model. I like to use OpenRouter because it allows me to use any model that I want. Just put it here, run it, and we will have 6 prompts. Excellent. The prompts were generated successfully. Now I'm going to test the prompt to see if it's what I'm looking for on Runware. So let me delete this and run it again. I'll delete the brackets and generate. These are previous generations that have happened by using similar prompts, and it's generating exactly what I wanted, so it's correct. Let's continue with the workflow. The next step is to generate the images, so let's do that. For this we are going to make an HTTP request, and we're going to call it generate images. For the method, it's a post method, and the URL it's going to be Runware AI, which is the page that I just showed you. For authentication, we are going to select a generic credential type, then select header auth, and then Runware. If you don't know how to generate your own API keys, just go to the API keys classroom and then select Runware AI, and here are the steps to generate your own API key. So let's select Runware AI, and then we're going to send some headers. We're going to define the content type as application/JSON. And for the body, we're going to select using JSON, and for the value, we're going to go here and copy the JSON prompt. Just like that. This will take this text, which we got from the prompt generator, and just make sure that it's escaped so we don't have any issues. It also has the correct aspect ratio for YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Now that we have that, it's time to generate the images. Great, the images were generated. Let me see one. This is one of the images. It's really, really, really good. Let's continue with the tutorial. After generating the images, we have to generate the videos. For this, we are going to select an HTTP request node, and we have to rename it to image to video, which is what are we going to do. It's a post request, and now we are going to make the post request to AI ML API, and we are going to use Cling to make the video. Now for the authentication, it's another generic credential type. It's a header auth, and select your own AI ML API. If you have questions, just create a new credential and follow the API to get your own keys. Now we have to select some headers, send some headers, which is the content type, which is application/JSON. And for the body, we're going to select raw, and it's going to be content type application/JSON. And then we do it an expression. We go back to our community and select the image to video node. And this is what we are going to copy and paste it here. Basically, we generate the video of walking slowly. The camera will follow the subject moving, and it will have high picture quality. It's a really simple prompt, but really good. It will be a 5-second video with this aspect ratio using Cling 1.6. And this is the URL for the last image. So that's it. Now let's generate the images, the videos. The status is queued, so now we have to wait until the images are created. To do that, we are going to add a wait node. we call it wait. We are going to wait 10 minutes just to make sure that everything is generated, and we're going to test it. And it will wait for 10 minutes. After waiting, we are going to get the video, but first we have to wait. So let me organize everything. Here we generate the images, which is the first step. Let me move this a little bit up and organize everything so everything looks clean. Now we generate the videos. I think that's too much. Okay, just like that. And now it looks way better. Let's wait. Now that we waited the 10 minutes, it's time to get the video. For this, we are going to create an HTTP request node. And it's going to be a GET request. And it's going to be to the same endpoint that we created, that we used to create the video. Let's name it this GET video. And for the authentication, it's going to be a generic credential type. It's going to be a header auth. And we're going to use the AML. Now for the query parameters, we need the generation ID. And for the ID, it's going to be the ID. We just copy and paste it. And that's it. Now we can just get the videos here. Great. All the videos were generated successfully. So let's go to the next step, which is to get all the music. For this, we're going to select a Google Drive node. And then we are going to select search. Search. Here it is. And we're going to call it get all music. After that, I went to Pixabay and downloaded Horror No Copyright Music. Delo Sound is a great author of horror music. I really liked his tracks, so I downloaded a bunch of them and I put them all here in this folder. There are 12 songs. And the folder name is called Horror Music. Now that we have set up that, we have to get the files from there. So what we are going to do is return all the files, but now we are going to filter by folder, and we are going to find horror music. Horror music. And that's it. And now for the options, we want to select which fields to return. So we can just put these ones and test it. It returns 72 items. This is not what we want. We have to make sure to execute it once only. So it returns only the items that we have. We have 12 items here, and it returned 12 items. Also, make sure that they are shared. If they are not shared, make sure to right click, then select share, then share, and set it up to anyone with the link can be a viewer. And that's it. And make sure that all the files have that set up. After that, we are going to select 2 tracks to have on our video. Why 2? To make it more chaotic, to make the music more chaotic. For this, we're going to create a code node, and we're going to name it select music. For the contents of the node, you can always go back to our community, then go to select music and copy this code. Paste it and run it. It will return 2 items from the 12 items. Now that we have the 2 tracks selected, it's time to generate the title and the description for the videos. Let me first just organize this so it looks better. Okay, great. Now to generate the title, description, and keywords, we are going to use a basic LLM node, like this one. And for the source is defined below, And the prompt, let me rename it first so we don't forget. Generate title and description. Great. And for the prompt, we can always go back here and copy the prompt. This is an advanced prompt that will generate a SEO-friendly title, a good description, and keywords for your video so it can be positioned correctly and have a lot of this. So this is the prompt. Let's test it. Oh, I forgot to add a model to the prompt. So just click here at an OpenRouter chat module and select OpenAI. So that's great. I put it here and run it again. Great. It generated two responses. We have to make sure to execute only once. So let's test it again. Great. It returned only one output, which is this one. I got completely confused here about what should I do. This is not the prompt. This is the system prompt, which we have to put here. System, select expression, and put it here. This will guide the ChatGPT model on how to do. We are going to tell it that it has to create a video metadata optimized for dark, horror, and scary video content. It will create a title, a description, and the keywords. Now, to know what to put, we have to find the prompt generator, which is this one, and we are going to paste the text here. If you cannot find it, replace item with first, and it will fix the issue. Now that we have the prompt, we also have to require a specific output format, because it's really important. So for that, we can go back here and select Structured Output Parser, which is what we want. Select Output Parser, select Structured Output Parser, and we put the example of how we want the response to be. We want a title, a description, and the keywords. Let's test it. While it's running, I'm going to organize it so it looks better. Great. Now it generated the title, description, and the keywords, which is what I wanted. The next step is to render everything. Now we have the videos, the music, and everything that we needed. The next step is to render. And instead of rendering using inexpensive tools like Create-O-Mate, which only allows you to generate 200 videos, I developed my own code to render directly on N8N so you don't have to pay anything about this. This is one of the best features about our video generator, that we don't have to pay on most fees that platforms pay, like the image and video generation. For this, we are going to create a code node and select render script. We have to put this, but first let's rename it to render script so we don't forget what we're doing, and replace this with the correct JavaScript. This basically does a bunch of stuff. It cleans the folders, it gets the videos, it gets the music, it renders the video together, it adds fade in and fade out animations, it adds all the music, it does a bunch of stuff in just one click. Let's test it, and this is the command that it's going to be run. Now we have to run the command. How we are going to do that? We need a render execution command called execute command. We're going to rename it to render execution. And for the content, we're just going to put the command here. And that's it. Let's test this step. This will take about 2 minutes. It took like 2 minutes to run, so it was way faster than I expected. The next step is to get the video from the disk because it was saved directly into the disk that holds N8N. Also, if you have questions, I have a course in our community on how to install N8N correctly so it works. And the really important part is to set the N8N default binary data mode to file system, or this won't work. So just follow this tutorial and you will have N8N running correctly in your system. So the next step is to get the video from the disk. For this, we're going to add a read node that way is going to read files from the disk. And let's rename it to get video from disk. And what's the name of the video? And how do we get it? We just have to go to the render script and put the file path. And that's it. Now let's just test the step. And here's the video. Let's watch it. This is the video. Wow, that was an awesome video and I can see it going easily viral. It was a great video. Now, the next step is to publish it to YouTube. And you don't have to do it yourself. It's just a matter of adding a note and doing it automatically. For this, just add a YouTube note and select upload a video. Upload a video. Here it is. Now, for the title, we have to go back to the generate title and description and put the title, which is this one. Great. Now for the region, I'm going to use United States of America. For the category, it's going to be entertainment. The input binary field is data, just the same as we have here from our last node. Here, it's the data binary field. And for the options, we have to select a description that we get from the generate title and description. We also want to make it public, if you want also. So I'm going to make it public, so it's published at the time that it's loaded. And for the tags, we're going to put the keywords. So it's SEO friendly and it's easily discoverable by the users. And just let's test it. And just like that, the video was uploaded. Now let's also configure the upload to TikTok and Instagram. It's really simple. You set a new node here. It's an HTTP request node. So it can be uploaded to all the platforms that you want. It should be a post request node, just like that. And the API that we're going to use is uploadpost.com. For the authentication, we're going to select generic credential type, header auth, and it's going to be upload post. Let me rename this to TikTok so you don't forget. And now for the other values, for the body, we have to select the title. And we're going to select the same title that we got earlier, which is from the generate title description. Then after that, we're going to add a new parameter called, but let me make sure that it's correct. This shouldn't be JSON. This should be form data. And the name should be title. And the value should be title, just like that. Now we're going to add another form data, which is going to be the platform. And we have to make sure that we select TikTok to load to TikTok. Now we are going to select the file, which is an N8N binary file The name is data. The name is video because it's the video, and the data field name is data, just like we have from the video from disk. Binary data, just like that. And for the parameters, we have to add a new one called form data. The name is going to be the user, and the value in my case is Mainted12, but make sure that you put your own user. I won't run it because I don't have a TikTok account, so I don't have to run it, but that's the way you should run it. Now for Instagram, it's the same thing. Let's just rename it to Instagram. And for the platform, let me wire it up. For the platform, make sure to select Instagram. And great, that's the complete workflow. Now let's add a few style just to make it look good. And that's everything you need to create, generate, and publish to all these 3 platforms with just one click. And the best part is that you just have to set it active and it will run automatically, so you don't have to do anything. And you can set it up to run multiple times a day, so it can generate content by itself. Let's watch the video on YouTube. As you can see, the video title was uploaded correctly. It has a good thumbnail, it has a good description, and it also has great tags. So everything that it needs to be successful, it's there. So if you want this workflow without all the work, you can just join the community and download the workflow. We always help there if you have questions or issues with your workflows, so we can start all generating content from day one. Thank you for watching.